Have you ever noticed that some of the women, even if they do nothing, don't achieve, don't do absolutely anything, they're chosen. They have the best men, they have the best jobs, the best opportunities are all around them. And the girls who overachieve, who are at work from 9 to 9, who do extra, who help everyone, who overgive to everyone, it doesn't lead them anywhere. Why is it so? As a psychologist, as a coach, hypnotherapist, I will give you three practical mental shifts that will help you to feel chosen. But first, let's talk about why it happens. So, most of the women who are overtrying, overgiving, and want to be chosen in general and don't feel this fact as something natural to them that they are by default chosen, they seek validation. They seek validation from people at work, from friends. They seek the validation that if they do enough, if they are liked enough, then they are validated by society, by people, etc. This is why I always say that the women who are extra smart, full package, who have everything, they invest in their beauty routine, salons, dresses, brands, but at the end of the day, they sit at home and ask, why don't I have a partner? And she has, and she is not even close to the level of who I am. Or why at work I have this low position and someone else has a high position and she's not smarter or he is not smarter. So it all happens from the seeking validation. And let me explain and rephrase it psychologically why and what for you do that initially. So the reason behind it is usually your family programs, family scenarios. So there are two main ones, right? Not only family, but there are two main ways why it happens. So the first is, of course, everyone who had a cold parent. Daddy issues here, cold mom who always worked, parents who were there but were never emotionally present, father who left early, maybe mother who left early, maybe you were not able to communicate emotionally with both parents. This is the first reason why you are like that. Second reason is in relationship, maybe when you were a teenager or maybe even when you grew up, you were always trying too much to deserve his love, to prove love. If you prove more, he will love you more, but you never got it back. And for you, the loop actually got confirmed in your subconscious that you need to deserve more. It was just not enough. It was not enough. You were not enough. And with parents, what you do, you're trying to prove to your projections, to your boss, to your friends, to your partner, but they're just the projections of your parents. And you're still a little girl trying to deserve the love of the parent, especially daddy's issues are here, right? So now let's talk about the three mental shifts that will help you right away to change this perspective. And listen and make notes, please. This is very, very important. So it will help you to feel chosen right now, like today, after this video, okay? So, without extra effort, by the way. Stop trying to earn love from outside. The only person that deserves your love and should be loved by you is you, not anyone else. And when you try to deserve love and prove your love and give extra love to people around you, it's like a broken way to give it to yourself because you think if you do that for them, they will pay you back and you will feel loved. But why go all the way if you can just give this love to yourself? Explain to me why. There's absolutely no point in doing that. Just start right away giving the love to yourself, okay? You're used to proving love? Prove it to yourself today. But you know what I always say? Self love, it's not when you dress up nicely, go out, and people look at you, ooh, she looks so nice. Self love is when no one sees you and you still take care of yourself like you're the most important person. For example, you go to gym not just because you want to look nice for that guy or for people or for Instagram pictures, but you go to gym because you know it will help your mental state. Or you dress up nicely at home because this clothes is good on your skin. Or you make yourself tea from the best, most beautiful cup. No one sees it. You don't even take a picture because you deserve to drink from the best cup and eat from the best plate. You eat slow because you deserve so. Your body deserves so. Your body only knows you, and you're the only source of love for your body. This is the shift. And you think that just like success, this love needs to be earned. But no, even if you have this shift, why I give you this exercise to change, to put the substitutes, because if you learned to prove something, you will still keep on proving. But let's prove it to ourselves. Let's, right? And be honest with yourself. Be so loving, even selfishly loving. Okay. Second point, shift from do they choose me to do I choose them or this or whatever. You always go around thinking, oh, what do they think about me? Oh, did they choose me at work, like my boss? Oh, did he choose me, the guy from the first date? Do my parents choose, sorry, not parents, friends choose me? You ask it, but this way you put responsibility into their hands. They are the ones who own you in a way, who own your emotions, who own your feelings. And until you realize that you are the one who is choosing everything in your life. I'm not talking here about soul scenarios, someone's born with a disease, why kids deserve that. It's a soul program. I'm talking about this like human dynamics. You are choosing this friend. You are choosing this job. You are choosing this partner. It's your choices that led you here. Take the responsibility and the ownership. Because once you take it, I'm not telling you to do that because you should be punished. I'm telling you this just because of one simple reason. Once the ownership is in you, then you are the one who decides. And you can make the change instantly. You will understand that, yes, I chose this guy before, but should I choose him now? No, now I know that I own my life, I own my process. Why should I choose him? If he is a bad person for me, why do I choose this friend who is always using me? Why do I choose this job who is not which is not for me, which is draining me? You understand? So take the ownership back. Leave from your power. Leave from your choice. Okay? And stand in it. Mhm. Number 3, allow yourself to be seen fully, not perfect. So a lot of us who are overachievers, who trying to prove, who trying to get like deserve love, what we do wrong as well is we think that if we make ourselves perfect or not seen in some situations, then we will be loved. So we're trying to cover the flaws and only show the like the best of the best, you know? But the thing is that it doesn't work this way. At the end of the day, you are whole. You have like good and bad. You have ugly days, beautiful days, and you know that your parents will accept you no matter what. Maybe they're not, but like they should, right? Or let's say if it's your loved ones, like I always say about like pets love, like dogs, they accept you unconditionally on your bad, on your good days. Then why don't you do that? Why don't you allow yourself to be imperfect, to be seen even with the flaws? Even I'm not saying to go like ugly and with bad moods and swear at people. I'm saying to be seen with like everything. Like allow yourself to be you, alive. Because I always say feminine energy, feminine power is unfiltered. It's alive. Men fall in love with women when they're alive, when they're them, when they are authentic, even if it's like maybe not good for someone, but for the other person, she's the most beautiful person. So allow yourself, because you're not fully visible, you know that. You hide your needs. You try not to be seen because you think this way they will love you more. You try to hide like everything. No, your needs first. Your flaws are there. It's okay. Last but not least, I just wanted to say that people always choose connection, not perfection, not success. Success is something that's given to us because of the society we live into, but in reality, we all crave connection, feelings. This is what really matters, you know, in our daily life. This is what you search for in friends, in family, in partners. This is why you want family, because we are built this way as human souls. We want to feel this connection. And this real connection does not come from perfection and making ourselves perfect every day. It's, yes, becoming better is good, but becoming aligned with who you are is much better. And then you get magnetic and you attract people who are truly into the real you, not this perfect image you created, who tries to serve others, give more to others, but who chooses herself. And then people naturally feel drawn to her. So, as you know, I have my own method called birth code psychology. It's your birth codes. We work with them. We transform you based on your birth roots. I have my mentorship programs. I have my free calculator. Just comment code. I'll send you the link. Start understanding yourself. It's so much information, super valuable. Just comment. And your life is in your hands. Choose yourself first. Much love.